So, really oddly, I got this email from a potential client that I spoke with a few days ago, and she said that she was just really offended and she did not call to be insulted. And that she has years of weightlifting and running experience and, will continue on her fitness journey on her own, which is absolutely fine. I had no idea that she took it that way. We start every personal training client with an assessment. We don't know how to write a program for you. We don't know what hurts. We don't know what you can do. Sometimes people look like they can do a lot. Sometimes people look like they can't do a lot, and both are wrong. We have no idea. Right? I think it's just wrong to assume that a female of a certain age wants to lose weight, or somebody who looks a certain way must absolutely want to change it. I have no idea. People have surprised us. I mean, generally speaking, you can sort of guess what people would like to have, but I'm not an expert in you. So, and neither are my coaches, right? We have no idea what's hidden under there, right? Somebody can have a myriad of health problems, back issues. Anywho, I explained the assessment process to this lady, and I thought she was just like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's expensive. And I was like, okay, cool, awesome. I completely get it. Best of luck. Have a great day. And I'm not sure if she was upset about the assessment, the fact that it costs money, or the fact that I was so quick to say, well, that's okay, no worries, best of luck. Maybe she expected me to like beg or woo her or try to convince her, and I don't do that. Like, it's totally not for everyone, and I get it, and I'm not trying to make everyone my client. Um, I was just so surprised that it was taken that way because it was certainly not meant that way. I have no idea what she looks like. It was a phone conversation, so I don't know like what her state is. So it wasn't like I looked at her and I was like, you need to be assessed. I have no idea how old she is. I don't know anything about her, which is again a part of why we need an assessment, right? Like I don't have any data. Um, but I think sometimes people are so sensitive when they want to get started on fitness that you can upset and offend them without meaning to at all, which is just really hard to navigate as someone who is talking to a lot of people on the phone or in person. Our goals are obviously never to upset anyone or to cause them any sort of distress or to offend them. Um, but as personal trainers and anyone in fitness, to create a program for your goals, it is just impossible to have you come in and get started. Like, it's not professional. It doesn't make any sense. Like, she would have come in and we would have been like, okay, well, we're going to be running now. What if she can't run? What if she has knee issues? What if she's wearing flip flops? Like, I have no idea, right? Or if like she came in and I was like, well, we're going to be bench pressing, and she, I don't know, had a double mastectomy and she can't do that right now. It's like, it would just be irresponsible. Like, if you want to just come in and jump in, group classes are awesome. Like, you go to a group class, they're for all levels. You just do what you can. No one cares if you do it right or wrong. Just go at your own pace, fast or slow. But personal training, the whole point is personal, right? So in order to write you a program, we have to see what you can and cannot do, what hurts. I mean, it was kind of shocking on all levels because she also said that she's done a ton of personal training. And so I asked, like, has no one ever done an assessment? And I was kind of confused because she said, well, they kind of did. So again, I don't know if she was upset that I wanted to do an assessment. Maybe she felt like that was implying that she can't be fit or she doesn't know what she's doing. That's not it. We assess competitive athletes just the same. Or maybe she was upset that it costs money, but I have employees who I pay well, and they don't work for free, nor do I. And we have utilities and bills and all the other things that constitute a business. It's not a hobby. It's a business. We all have to earn a living. And the people that I have are excellent. And I wouldn't have people like that if I expected them to do several hours of work for each client for free if the client doesn't even become a client. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So yes, of course, having highly skilled people using expensive, valuable space and equipment costs money. So I don't know if that was what she was upset about. Or if she was upset that as soon as she said she's not interested in spending money or she doesn't want to do that, I was just like, okay, have a great day. But I don't sell people and I don't push people and I don't think people like that. Although maybe some people really get upset and they want to be convinced, or they want to feel like it wasn't so easy, right? It wasn't like, oh, this woman just said, let's do an assessment. And I said, yes, like I rolled over. Like she had to beg and plead. But then it's like, why did you call me? So you called me. If you don't want to do it, that's okay. But I didn't call you. You called me. So I thought if you called me, that means you're interested. But then you told me you weren't. And it was also Memorial Day and a holiday, and presumably you're doing stuff or at least relaxing. And so if you called me just to find out, oh, I'm not interested, then that's cool. Anyway, that is my rant as a small business owner who is trying to provide a very specific service. And I get that it's not for everyone, so that's totally cool. But I was just so surprised she was upset. Like, I thought it was very respectful. Like, oh, it's not for you. I totally get it. Like, that's not how you used to working out. Like, you know what you're doing. You want to do it your own way. Cool. I guess it just goes to show you that sometimes people will, no matter what you say or do, somebody will find a way to take it the wrong way. I mean, I'm sorry I made her feel bad. It was totally not my intent. I actually thought we hung up perfectly, like, nicely. I was like, oh, okay, well, good luck. If you change your mind, we're here. So, reach out. Cool. See ya. Maybe it was just too fast. Maybe she wanted me to be like, but wait, there's more. And let me tell you, and let me like explain. And here's why it costs this money versus being free. It's because people are working. I just didn't do any of it. I was like, oh, well, that's part of our process. And that's kind of like what we do as personal trainers, but I get that it's not for everyone. I guess you can't win them all.